have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
Letting go is a process done through deep breathing and meditation. Now, before you think, geez, here we go, hear me out. The most common type of meditation people think of is to become present. You'll sit there for 10 or 20 minutes and you'll focus on what is presently happening around you. So you'll focus on your breathing, what you can touch, what you can smell. And now this is really good for wanting to calm down and relax. However, it does not tackle the deep-rooted problems that are causing pain. This type of meditation, you escape the pain and negativity by shifting your focus onto something else. And once the 10 minutes is up, all that pain and negativity will come back. What you need to do to let go is something called mindfulness meditation. This is where you sit with the negative emotions and experience everything that comes up. The longer you sit with, accept, and embrace everything that arises, eventually the feeling and emotion and all the power behind it will eventually fade away. Now you have to do this for everything that comes up. And when I say you have to dive deep, I mean you are diving deep. Hypothetical example off the top of my head, let's say you're really anxious because someone you're close to isn't talking to you. You sit with that for long enough and you realize you may have a need for validation. You sit with that for long enough, you realize you might have a fear of rejection. And you sit with that for long enough and go deep. You realize that sometime in your past you may have been abandoned or rejected. And that trauma and the seed from that trauma in your past is still there, festering and growing. So once you realize the root of your insecurities and negative emotions, accept it, embrace it, be okay with it, forgive it, become best mates with it, and then let it go. Do not let the trauma of your past control your present life. Now this is difficult shit. You're going to be bringing up a lot of bad memories, feelings, experiences. And for some it might be easy, but for others it's going to be very hard. But please do not give up. Keep pushing through because the outcome is so worth it. So while you're sitting there with your emotions, don't forget to breathe. It's called meditation for a reason. You have to breathe. So any sequence of breathing is good as long as it's deep, long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. So say 3 to 6 seconds in through your nose, and then you hold it for 3 to 6 seconds, and then you exhale for 3 to 6 seconds. Now it's time to multitask. So while you're breathing, sitting in your emotions, and going deeper and deeper and deeper, you need to let go. Now when I say let go, I mean you need to visually and physically let go through your breathing. Breathe in, hold your breath, and then physically push out all of the insecurity and negative emotions through your breathing. Like that. You're basically visualizing letting go of those emotions, breathing them out of your body. Do this every time you exhale. It adds so much more to the process and it actually feels pretty good. If you want to scream, go crazy, let shit out, go for it. Go crazy. Just don't start screaming when you're sitting on a train. That's no good. So let's just go through it quickly. You're sitting there in your negative emotions. You're accepting it. You're experiencing it. You're loving it. And then you let it all go. Looks a bit weird. Sounds really weird, especially when I talk about it. But it's probably the best tool you'll ever discover. I really hope this helps. Now this does conclude the Path to Happiness series. but you do have all the tools you need to let happiness arise inside of you. Just remember, you have to do this for every single negative emotion that you encounter. It may take a few seconds, a few minutes, maybe even longer. And hopefully, you'll stop turning to other things to cope with emotions and stress, and you'll start using this and start thriving. Please understand that life will still be hard. You're still going to experience negative emotions. That does not stop. It's all a part of being human. But it does get easier and easier as time goes on. And eventually, you'll be able to walk through life content, grounded, and happy with everything, no matter what comes your way. I'll see you soon.